Good Wednesday afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and what a fantastic day so far. Actually, any day that you wake up above ground is a fantastic day. Got air in my lungs, a roof over my head, clean water, and food today, so I am truly blessed with a lot of gratitude. Now, did a 2-day meditation, kind of retreat over the weekend, and apparently it works, man. Matt and Frankie from Anatara, my life partner Nicole, was with me. I haven't felt this good in a long time. So I know you're getting ready to listen to a market outlook, but folks, if you're not centered, you can't trade, man. I mean, I was good at meditation for a while. I dropped out of it mainly because of COVID and trading like crazy. Man, I'm back. And I'm back on the horse, and the trading is a hell of a lot less stressful. More on that later, or more on that some other time. I just wanted to let you know I feel great. We just had one of the best accelerated retirement briefs that I think I've given in 11 years. Maybe I'll make that public. Maybe I'll do that. I'll go to our YouTube page, and I'll post this accelerated retirement brief. And go check out what we just did for the past hour. Watch the whole thing. I had a blast. And I have had a special announcement about Tesla. And you won't believe it. Yeah, if you just fell out of your chair, guess what? I'm long Tesla right now. And you ready for this? I have a new acronym. You sitting down? We are long MAAT. MAAT, Microsoft, Apple, Amazon, Tesla. I love it. As if my head didn't need to be any bigger. No, I'm kidding. Come on. We're long, Matt. Do me a favor. Friday at 1 o'clock, I'm going to take a deep dive into Amazon earnings, the stock we call the Death Star. And I'm also going to give you a little bit of a taste of why I got long Tesla today because of Amazon. It's going to be a good brief. It's free. Head to go.topgunoptions.com/solo-brief. The name of the service is Solo Amazon. So that's why the URL up there is /solo-brief. But we're going to talk about an ETF that we can use as a good proxy for Amazon since it ain't cheap, as well as the crack pipe apparently I've been smoking this week and getting long Tesla. So go.topgunoptions.com/solo-brief. It's all Amazon today, folks, but we still got to get strategic. Had a good call with some folks wearing uniforms and brothers that used to wear a uniform that wear suits and are in the swamp of D.C. Without super getting into specifics, this is a huge schism between the Pentagon and the Biden administration. Iran is going to get a nuclear weapon. They've said they're going to use it against Israel, wipe them off the face of the planet, and also go after our military bases in Europe. Joe Biden, let's fly him cash. Let's get back into the nuke deal. Let's send John Neville Chamberlain Kerry over to Iran to get a signed document that there will be peace in our time. Israel will not let that happen. The Pentagon is pretty damn certain that Israel is going to attack sometime this year. Folks, if that happens, if you wake up, and I'm not talking Mossad killing dudes in traffic or, computer viruses that they release into the Iranian nuke system. I'm talking warheads on foreheads, hair, teeth, and eyeballs. Nobody wants that. But Israel, after Trump left, could care less about what the United States thinks of Joe Biden. Yesterday, the Israeli energy minister says 6 months, Iran's going to have nuclear material breakout, contradicting the Biden administration. Do you think Israel really cares what the Biden administration thinks anymore? No. China is still China. Biden's nominations for key diplomatic posts slow as power transition hits bumps. It's really weird that China's really stroking pretty damn hard to get the folks that the politicians or the bureaucrats that they either have dirt on. How about Eric Swallowwell? Married guy has an affair with a Chinese agent for years. He's on the Intel committee and has a top secret clearance. Me, they would have kicked open my door, arrested me, and thrown me in jail and court-martialed me. Rules for thee, not for we. But it's interesting. China's like, wow, we need to get all these nominees appointed. Yeah, okay. Let's get crackhead Joe Biden's son on board there. Now let's just get into what's going on here with GameStop, AMC, and this entire shit show. I briefed you folks that Wall Street does not like to lose. Period. The Ken Griffin at Citadel, Stevie Cohen, these people are rich, and they're rich for a reason. This is brand new. I got to read. We're going to read this live because Portnoy held himself up as the man of the people and don't sell. Don't sell. He stole one of my pictures, one of my memes of, William of Wallace, right? The Braveheart from the movie Braveheart he's yelling, hold, don't sell, everybody, buy GameStop, buy AMC. What did he do yesterday? He dumped all his shares for a $700,000 loss, but he dumped all of his shares. They're turning on him. The masses are turning on this Robinhood, not only the Robinhood app, which clearly stole from the poor and gave to the rich, circled the wagons to protect Citadel and Cohen and Wall Street, but they're turning on Portnoy. So let's read this together. I've read this. Dave Portnoy is no – so he even went on CNN last night, and Como called him a suit. That's the nickname he gives to the elite, right? The Washington suits, the Wall Street suits. I'm not a suit. Guy's worth $100 million, but okay. You can call Dave Portnoy a lot of things: a multimillionaire, a dead ringer for Bradley Cooper. Okay, that's gross. A U.S. Open champion, a Triple Crown winner. Heck, you can even call him a family SITREP here if you want to, but you cannot call this man a suit. Yesterday, Portnoy announced he sold popular meme stocks like AMC and Nokia and Naked. He bought at the absolute high and sold at the absolute low for a $700,000 loss. Like many others, Portnoy got absolutely screwed over by Robinhood, Vlad, Steve Cohen, and the other suits responsible for the criminal events of last week when they shut down a supposedly free market. There are some vile things being said about Portnoy on Twitter. You're a suit. Paper hands Portnoy. You turn your back on us. Well, we understand your frustration. You are directing your anger at the wrong person. Focus on the actual suits who are the reason we're in this mess. They're the ones who made money off you. With an almost $500,000 loss, Portnoy lost almost $1 million loss. Portnoy lost arguably more than anyone. Portnoy could have quietly sold and told nobody like a suit would have, but that's not who this man is. This man is as honest as he is tan, and he's really effing tan. Portnoy won't leave Twitter and hide like Stevie Cohen did. He'll take his undeserved beating, and keep chugging along as he runs a company, an investing firm, and raises money for everyday Americans. We have no further comment at this time. And good on Dave Portnoy. He's raised $34 million for struggling small businesses, unlike Nancy Pelosi, who eats expensive ice cream in her kitchen and throws you maybe $1,400 if you're lucky. So he does a great job. Look at these, rescuing all these businesses. I watch some of these calls he makes to these struggling business owners, and I think I cry in every one of them. Dave Portnoy is a great American. He got caught in the masses, folks. You're not. I hate saying this, but in this type of unwashed masses versus Wall Street, you're not going to win. Why? The United States Treasury Secretary, Janet Yellen, who was the chairwoman of the Federal Reserve under Barack Hussein Obama, received $810,000 from Citadel, the firm who buys order flow from Robinhood, and sees all of your trades. What did she get today? An ethics waiver. Usually, I don't see those two words ever together. You're getting a waiver for ethics? Why? Because today in Washington, in Swamp City, she's leading a regulator meeting on the GameStop insanity. What? You heard me, folks. The White House. What did the press secretary say? No, she's not going to recuse herself, and she deserved that money. So this woman, after becoming the Fed chief, or after leaving as the Fed chief, did the Wall Street circuit. She made $7 million speaking to Citadel, Goldman Sachs, and all of the other Wall Street firms. Folks, do you think they're stupid? Do you think Ken Griffin? Yeah, look at this. Janet Yellen accepted that money. Reporter, are there any plans for her to recuse herself from this GameStop thing and Robinhood? No, and she's an expert and deserves the money. I love Democrats. They don't care what the people think. Republicans, like Jeff Sessions, the Attorney General. I wasn't even involved in this Russia stuff, but even the appearance of me being involved, I'll recuse myself. Idiot. Democrats, they play tackle football and don't care if the crowd likes them. Republicans play touch, hoping that the crowd will like them, and it never happens. So this, and folks, you do know who's on a senior advisor at Citadel. Who's a senior advisor at Citadel? Ben Bernanke. Ben Bernanke, ladies and gentlemen, was the Fed chief for about 8 years. What? You heard me. Oh, and the chief legal counsel at Robinhood was like an SEC chairman. Folks, so if you sit here and wonder how a Biden and all these type of people who work in government end up becoming multimillionaires, you're looking at it. There's the swamp. It's not Republican and Democrat versus each other. It never was. They want us to fight each other. It is us versus the elites. Washington, Wall Street, Hollywood. All of the people that think you're too dumb to know what you should be doing. We will tell you what you need to know or what you need to do. It's a disgrace. Janet Yellen doesn't have an ethical bone in her body if she doesn't have a press conference that goes, hey, man, while I might be able to be above this fray, even the appearance of this is – folks, if the SEC or FINRA or the Treasury or the Fed wants America to feel safe that the game isn't rigged and we're on your side, it's not to do this. So rant complete. Folks, I told you this would happen last week. I said short squeezes end. And it's a Ponzi scheme. The last people in get screwed. So that's why, Dave's also, the pitchforks are coming after him. Hold, don't sell, and he sold. So the little old lady in tennis shoes or my buddy that owns a restaurant who sent me a text, how do I get in GameStop last week? I'm like, you don't. Dave's a good guy, but he needs to call me. I need to teach people how to trade options, man. Stocks can go to zero, Mr. Portnoy. Stocks only go up. I would not be throwing the type of advice this guy is out there throwing, man. And oh, by the way, gentle reminder, open a damn paper trading account. Don't risk real money. Use this monopoly money in your paper trading account and see what would have happened. In these type of frenzies, more often than not, you're going to go, thank God I didn't do that. Don't look at the every other story like the Journal had today. Like one guy turned $500 into $220,000, and it was like his last $500. Really? Folks, that's the exception, not the rule. All right, I got to get going with Amazon. Holy crap. They doubled their sales. 40% of all online sales are Amazon. They made like $152 billion, 7.2 in income. The numbers were disgusting. Amazon always does this, folks. They're like a spy. They pull something out of their pocket, slam it on the ground, smoke appears, and they disappear. That's what happened yesterday. Why? Because all the news cares about is Jeff Bezos stepping down as CEO. Does anybody think Jeff Bezos is going anywhere? No. Andy Jassy was his right-hand man since almost day one. He built AWS. This is Steve Jobs handing off to Tim Cook. People were like, oh, my God, Steve Jobs. He didn't go anywhere. Tim Cook, able booger eater. Same thing here. Jeff Bezos is going up to the bridge of the aircraft carrier with his binoculars. Somebody else can run the ship. He's the admiral of the fleet. Plus, he doesn't have to get dragged in front of Congress anymore. Hey, call the new CEO the next time you need some testimony. So today, folks, it's all Amazon all the time. Just fantastic. This is one of my accounts. Year to date. Look at this year to date gain in Amazon, $42,000 so far. What's that? A month in Amazon. Absolutely love Amazon. Selling some short, some covered calls against these, and just feeling fantastic. I'm going to add to my Amazon. And I also still have the synthetic stock over here. I mean, look at this portfolio, folks. This is one of my accounts. We are $1.4 million in open positions right here. Have a nice bull put spread on for today. What's today, February 3rd? This is the February 3rd. I put this trade on this morning. 38.20, 38.25 bull put spread. It's up $3,300 right now, 70% in a couple hours. Great looking trade. Very happy with that. Back to Amazon. You got to buy this thing with both hands. I said that most likely Amazon earnings we will see, but I think Amazon earnings might save this rally. This was a relief pullback. This was needed. We bounced. Where did we bounce, man? It's magical. We bounced right off that blue line, which is the 50-day moving average. Bounce off the 50-day. Now, markets tend to overreact to the downside and overreact to the upside. I think between now and Friday, we might kind of just rest a little bit. Where 3,800 on the S&P 500. Look at this. For about 2 weeks, we had a battle. Literally, look at these. We had battles around the 3,800 level. Right, a little bit of a crap day, and then boing, same thing here. I think we might head back to 3,800. It will be a buying opportunity. Okay. Now, not to say that we might not have the seasonal February shit show. We might have that, but I don't know. We have Janet. We have Jerome. We got Democrats with the stimulus, spending like drunken sailors. The narrative hasn't changed. If we do kind of get a February pullback, it'll be because people are taking profits. This has been a monster run, and Microsoft, Apple, Amazon has really powered this. We might take a breather in February. If we do, I'll teach you how to potentially make money on that. But options traders signal risk has passed as put buying panic reverses. So on the way down here, there was a ton of put buying. I didn't buy any puts on the way down. Matter of fact, I actually bought some puts today when we kind of topped here because I thought we'd go down to 3,800, and then I got out of them right away because we're hovering here. But at least in the options market, it looks like we're kind of a little bit of an all clear, at least for now. Okay. Now, Tesla. I'll talk more about this on Friday in the free brief. But folks, if you there's a great series. I forget where did I watch it? Whatever. Google it. The Men Who Built America. Carnegie, Rockefeller, Vanderbilt, J.P. Morgan, Henry Ford. Those folks at the turn of the century kind of built America, hence the name of the series, Whiz. Yeah, I got that. What am I getting at? Jeff Bezos, richest man in the world. Actually, he wasn't a couple weeks ago. Elon Musk went past him. Now it's Jeff Bezos. Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos are the new men who built America. They're building the next America. So I have my new acronym, MAAT. I am long MAAT. My meditation training has made me go inside me, and I'm long me. No, MAAT. MAAT, not MATT. Microsoft, Apple, Amazon, Tesla. That's going to power us higher. When in doubt, run to MAAT. Ooh, how about that? Man, that's a lot of alliteration going on here. But think about it, folks. Elon Musk. I have had such an aversion to trading Tesla, it makes my skin crawl. Here's the problem, and it took some self-reflection to figure this out. I looked at it as an auto company. It ain't an auto company to me anymore. It's an Elon Musk company. It's an energy. It's an everything company. Just like one of my best friends says, hey, Whiz, shrimp are a good vehicle for eating cocktail sauce. Tesla is a good way to get to Elon Musk. Okay? So I think Elon and Jeff, especially with Jeff going up to King of the Universe, Board of Direct, whatever his new title is, both these men, they're literally having a space race. They're Blue Origin and space and Virgin Galactic in the background. We're good. It's a space race, baby. And then Jeff Bezos is racing to put over 3,000 satellites into low orbit to compete with Elon's free internet for everybody. It's almost like the Kingsman, that one Kingsman movie. But anyway, Matt, Microsoft, Apple, Amazon, Tesla. We'll talk about this on Friday in a free brief where we're going to open the doors to our solo Amazon service, but we're also going to talk about a couple ways you can have some cocktail sauce. We trade the XLY in addition to Amazon. Why? Because the XLY is like 22% Amazon and like 18% Tesla. If you can't afford those stocks, one will be appointed for you. No, an ETF will be appointed for you, and it's called the XLY. So head to go.topgunoptions.com/solo-brief, and I will see you then. Have a great rest of your day. Happy hunting. Make sure you hedge, and God bless. Namaste.